Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today, well, we're in a cave because, I don't know, I decided I wanted to switch up how we start these episodes, and I was about to go mining anyway. I mean, you can see I've already got some fossil blocks, which is the goal of this mining expedition, but I'm actually underneath the Diplodocus cage right now, and it appears to be nighttime still. But yeah, I don't know why I'm doing the intro here. I guess I just figured I would because, like I said, I'm going mining anyway, so, you know, why not? It's something I gotta do. Oh gosh, probably won't put too much of this in the episode, but yeah, so today, guys, hopefully, I can't really show it to you right now, but the plan is to basically get, like, I'd say a good 95% of the exhibit done today. So that way, next episode, yeah, we'll be able to get the dinosaurs in. So I think most of today is just gonna be finishing up terrain, doing a bit of mining, getting some DNA hopefully. And yeah, so I'll probably meet you guys back up on the surface once I've got all the biofossil I wanna mine. All right, guys, we're back from my little mining expedition, and you guys might notice I'm about 250 blocks in the air on a tower made of fossil ore, because I got about 3 stacks of it while mining. That's really all I went for, and it actually didn't take too long. I think maybe about 20-30 minutes, and I got all this because, well, that cave system I went into turned out to be extremely massive. Like, there's a whole, like, mega cave structure underneath the Diplodocus exhibit, which was actually really cool. But yeah, so I went through, dug through most of that. What is that over there? Oh, that's the Spinosaurus exhibit. I didn't even realize, or what we're thinking might be the Spinosaurus exhibit. Anyway, I'm up here, and I decided, usually I would just probably have met you guys in the laboratory with whatever we have, but I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna show you guys today what I usually do, which is, I'll build a giant tower out of however much fossil ore I get, take out my paleontology pickaxe, now it used to just be the scarab one, and then I'll just dig straight down, kind of accumulating whatever I get. Now I do have to clear my inventory usually, except for like food usually and the pickaxe, because the amount, is that the Diplodocus skull? Because I don't recognize that one. That is a Diplodocus skull. That's cool. We get tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of fossils from this. Well, biofossil and then dinosaur and other bones. So, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Anyway, I figured we're probably going to just dig through here, see what we get, organize it all, throw the biofossils in the lab, and then we're gonna head over to the Diplodocus exhibit where I'll show you guys, well, what I've been working on and what still needs to be done. I'm hoping basically that we can get, I'd say the project's probably at around 60% right now. I'd like to get it to about 90% done by the end of the episode. So that way, next episode, we can go and get ourselves we can go get ourselves a Diplodocus in. Unfortunately, though, I do want to put a bit of a disclaimer, and that is on my test world, because obviously, you know, I like to test things out. I remembered when I did the mod review that the Diplodocus almost instantly just sat down when I spawned them in. And I was like, oh, okay, I should probably see that, you know, like, is that what they do? How long do they sleep? Because they're thermal, I think, which means they're supposed to sleep at random points during the day and night. All right, let's see how much we got. Not bad, and look at all these bones. Let's go check the bones in real quick while I talk. Anyway, so I decided I wanted to test the Diplodocus out, because I was like, oh, you know, I want to see if, you know, there's any problem with that, if it always just sleeps, or if that's just like a sometimes thing, I guess. And unfortunately, by the looks of it, and then me going on the wiki and going through the forums on the Diplodocus, it would appear to me that, unfortunately at least, well, Diplodocus is pretty heavily bugged right now, and in fact, just perma-sleeps. Like, it won't even wake up to eat food. So, yeah, I need to get mending on that thing, or, I've got tons and tons of diamonds. Oh, also, I lost my shovel, which is really annoying, because it was a really good shovel. So, well, I've got 50 levels, I might as well go enchant another one, I guess. Let's just chuck these in here real quick. So chuck that one there, there we go. But yeah, so I was testing out the Diplodocus, and they just seem to forever sleep, which is really annoying and kind of sad. I'm hoping that'll be fixed with the next bug update. To be honest, it's really making me wish one thing in particular, and that is that the sleeping feature was like a toggleable thing, kind of like Feathers is, or Dinosaur Hunger, or any of that. For a couple of reasons. The main one being, well, obviously disabling a dinosaur that will sleep at just random points during the day, but also making it so, you know, the only time our carnivores like Deinonychus and Velociraptor are active isn't nighttime. Because I can't tell you how unfortunate that is, you know, because I like to put lots of really nice decorations in my exhibits, and then they'll all just huddle under a tree or under a rock and sleep. And that's kind of unfortunate because it means we never really get to see our cool little carnivores in action. So yeah, that's something I'd very much wish for. But I don't know if they'll ever change that. I'd really think it'd be cool if they did. But what am I to say what will happen in the mod? Anyway, so since last episode, I have done mostly just work on terraforming. Well, I did a bit of fence work as well. But as you can see, I don't even know if we had this last episode. Maybe we had this last episode, but I built the rock wall or I built the outline for the next waterfall, which is going to go somewhere like right here. That'll pour down into this little basin, which will pour down into this river, I've kind of gotten a bit more of the rock wall finished on this side and on this side, and I believe I connected both halves of the river. Yeah, it's fully connected now, so that's awesome. I haven't quite decided where that's gonna like drop off and go down a level. We'll see. But yeah, for the most part, I still need to finish a bit more of the rock face, kind of cutting as the water's cutting through this side of the river, and obviously need to kind of continue working on it as it goes over. But aside from that, what have I done? I got a bit more of the rock wall done over here too. Obviously, I still need to do this face and stuff like that. Oh gosh. I think it choked on something there. What even was that? Was that just me choking on my throat? That's weird to say. Anyway, so I cleared out some of the trees. I still need to clear out more trees, obviously. I filled in several holes, which you can see around here. And one of these, oh, yep, this one. This is actually the hole I was in to go mining. But what else have I done? Oh, so I also came through, I had some more stone bricks and some oak logs. So I kind of just came through here and started laying out the basics for the fence. So that way, you know, when I get around to finishing it, it's not really laying down fence as much as it is just finishing the fence. There's still lots of little caves I've got to fill in and holes and stuff like that. Lots of pigs I've got to kill. But this is the main reason why I'm upset I don't know where my shovel is, because I want to remove this whole hill here. Because it's kind of blocking my goal or my vision for how this exhibit's gonna look, so I need to get rid of the whole thing. And then I need to rockify that up. And then I need to fill this in. And then what else do I have to do? Well, I also need to work on well, here's something I've kind of realized I might have to do for at least the time being. Although if they sleep all the time, maybe I don't. I was gonna say, well, this is more why I went to go test it, because I didn't realize, I realized like in these areas where it's super low down, like if they get in the water over here, it doesn't matter because they won't be able to get up or out. But if they get in the water over here, they'll be able to just swim over. Speaking of which, I do think there was a Gallimimus I saw earlier today that was escaped over there. But anyway, like I was wondering if I would need to put fences around, but if they're gonna sleep all the time, I don't really need to. The sad thing about them possibly sleeping all the time is, you know, we won't get to see them running around, which will be kind of sad. You know, I enjoy watching our dinosaurs walk around their exhibits. It's pretty cool. Oh, come on, it's basically nighttime. Come on. There we go. Oh, my back. Anyway, I think we're gonna cut it here. I'm gonna go work on some stuff, and then I'll bring you back when I feel like I've made a good amount of progress. So I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, guys, we're back, and well, I've done a bit of work. My inventory is absolutely maxed right now. We can get rid of the saplings. I really don't need saplings at this point, at least for oak and birch. Anyway, I've done a lot of work on this so far. So, since you last saw, that hill was there. There were a lot of holes in the ground and there were trees, all of which are now gone. Lots and lots and lots of things have been taken out and filled in. I filled in tons of caves. I filled in lots of things. The dirt chest is almost full again, which is awesome. Or the dirt chests are almost full again, which is great because I always need more dirt for terraforming projects. And I have to say, this exhibit is just looking absolutely phenomenal. Okay, I don't know what it was with the perspective there, but like this looked like the hill didn't exist for a second with my eyes, which is really weird to say. I don't think I can really explain it, so I'm not going to. Anyway, I haven't done any more work with like the river or anything like that, but as for the rest of the exhibit, I mean, it's getting pretty darn close. All we need to do now really is just finish off the fence, figure out how the hill is going to work, and then get that area done. And then I guess aside from like landscaping, like all the flowers and plants and grasses we want to put in, it'll be done. We're just about finished with this exhibit, and it's kind of mind-boggling. In fact, I want to quickly show something before I kind of go and work on the fences, and then I'll speak of which. So I'm probably I'm gonna go work on the fences, and then I'll cut back when I finish. But I want to show you guys something real quick. Actually, I'll just teleport to the house because that's easier. I updated the map, and it gave me some perspective. The exhibit is so big, the whole map doesn't see it, but it's basically like this whole area. Compared to the Brachiosaurus exhibit, which, I mean, is still a massive exhibit, but like, oh my goodness, the Diplodocus exhibit is massive. It's the biggest exhibit I've built in ages. I don't think it's the biggest one I've ever made, but it's certainly the biggest exhibit I've built in a very, very, very long time. Probably since like my 4th season of doing dinos, I haven't built an exhibit this large. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take another cut right here, and when I come back, hopefully the fences will be done. And who knows, maybe this is the episode where we do get the Diplodocus in. And we're back. So, I've been working a lot on this now. As you can see, the fence now stretches all the way across and is fully iron barred, even the parts I missed over there, which I honestly didn't realize until I wanted to record the intro. Or not the intro, but the bringing you guys back. Yeah, I did some quick maths. This entire exhibit has eaten something like 10 stacks of iron ingots. This is possibly one of the most expensive exhibits I've made so far, and it's still needing to be worked on. You guys remember in the last clip I said maybe something about getting the Diplodocus in this episode. Yeah, no, not happening. Because I was thinking like, oh, you know, I'll just put them in and we won't do any of the landscaping. But I know what happens when I do that, and that means I just won't do the landscaping for ages. So I've decided just to forego that, and we're gonna get them in next episode once we've finished the entire enclosure. And yeah. But other than that, you can just see I finished extending out the entire fenceway, fully built. Oh, except for, I guess, the side pylons, but I'll probably finish those in between episodes. Other than that, I guess I should just go over what still needs to be done before we get them in next episode. And that I also got rid of all the trees, so I need to get rid of most of the flowers too now as well. But most of what's left is putting a rock wall here so they can't get out this side. Because I didn't really want to do a fence right up to the river, because, I don't know, I felt like that was kind of unnatural looking and kind of, I don't know, I never like when the fences go right to the river. I like having some sort of natural barricade. Plus it kind of fits well with the theme we're going for with this river. Anyway, I also need to work a bit more on this end of the river and finish more of the rock walls, and we need to get the pathway done, and we need to finish putting trees in here. It's gonna be one heck of a build, and we still have to do all the rocks on this side. We still have a lot to get done here, but I'm really happy with how far it's come along. Like, I mean, it's still been a decent amount of time. I think it's been about 2 weeks now we've been working on this, maybe close. It'll probably be about 3 weeks worth of work, but in 3 weeks, we've done a good amount of work, I think. Like, just getting, or I guess nearly 2 weeks now, but just getting stuff done. I mean, this whole fence is, like I said, like this exhibit is absolutely massive compared to anything else we've ever built. People are actually asking me, how many Diplodocus do I plan to actually have in here? I don't know. I guess however many we have. Speaking of which, it's actually 2 days since I recorded the first clip where we went mining, so I kind of forgot the DNA in the chest is a thing. So I wanted to head back over here, see what we can find. I'm hoping we got a couple more Diplodocus, because I think we have 3. Ideally, I'd like a bit more than 3, considering the size of the exhibit, but we'll see what we get. Come on, game, give me some good rolls. 3, 2, 1, and ba-bam. All right, no Diplodocus. That's a real shame. Ichthyosaurus, 3 Velociraptors, a Sarco, a Meganeura, Dilophosaurus, Arthropleura, Mosasaurus, Confuciusornis, and an Ornitholestes. Again, none of the dinosaurs we need, but I mean, still cool ones to have. I want to know how many Velociraptors I actually have at this point. We will never need more Meganeura DNA, that's actually for sure. Mosasaurus, Ichthyosaurus. The Sarcos are going in the dinosaur one, I think. 17 Mosasaurs, oh my gosh. 29 Coelacanth. I mean, some of these, like the alligator gar and the coelacanth and the Megalograptus and those ones, like it'll be useful to have a lot. Maybe even the Ichthyosaurs, but a lot of these, I'm like 17 Megalodons. We're putting like 1 Megalodon in the park. So, yeah. How many Ornitholestes do we have? We have 3 Ornitholestes as well. Okay, that's pretty good. 3 Cetipodi, 23 Deinonychus. Where's the Velociraptors? I want to see how many of those we have. 23 Velociraptors. Man, we just have so much of everything now. It's crazy. Well, I mean, what? We're nearly 60 episodes into the world, and yeah, oh my gosh, we're almost 60 episodes in. That's insane, guys. 60 episodes. That's actually quite the achievement. I mean, I know it's not 100 or anything, but 60, that's still a lot of episodes to put into one world. I guess speaking of which, obviously the next world download won't be till episode 100, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm already kind of excited for that world download because, I mean, yes, we haven't done I mean, it's not like as much as episode 1 to episode 50 has been, but even in the last, like, 10 episodes, we've drastically expanded one exhibit, redone the Ceratosaurus, which I completely forgot happened, and we're building the Mega exhibit, the biggest exhibit we've ever built, and by how long this is taking and how much work has gone into it, I think it's the largest exhibit we will ever build in this, aside from maybe like some of the buildings we make. But yeah, I mean, this Diplodocus exhibit, I like that it's this just monolithic structure. Well, not monolithic structure, it's not really a monolith, but like just this crazy big exhibit. And I mean, like in real life, this would be way too small. I mean, you could maybe field a few Triceratopses in an exhibit this big in real life, but I mean, for a Minecraft dinosaurs park, this is a pretty insane exhibit, and I think one of the biggest ones I've ever built. But anyway, as the sun sets on the park, I think we're going to end today's episode off here. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've all really enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're looking forward to next episode when we can hopefully get the Diplodocus in. And if we can't, I think that'll be episode 60 when we get it in. So yeah, thank you again for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. And until next time, guys, see ya.